Hello dear students. So in this class we are going to discuss some very important questions from the chapter Principles of Inheritance and Variation. ഇത് സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ ബയോളജിയിലെ വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒരു ടോപ്പിക്കാണ്. ഒരുപാട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് നമുക്ക് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാം. ഒരുപാട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് വർക്കൗട്ട് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കണം. നമുക്ക് ഓരോ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആയിട്ട് നോക്കാം. ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ, ഇൻഹെറിറ്റൻസ് ഓഫ് സ്കിൻ കളർ ഇൻ മാൻ ഫോളോസ് പോളിജീനിക് ഇൻ്ററാക്ഷൻ. What is polygenic interaction? When many genes, gene 1, gene 2, gene 3, etc., when many genes are controlling one character. So more than one gene is responsible for a particular character. That phenomenon is called polygenic interaction. 3 genes contribute for the formation of melanin production. Melanin means the black pigment in the body. The genotypes of Negro, Caucasian and Mulatto will be respectively. So there are 3 genes, namely A gene produces melanin, B gene also produces melanin, and C gene also produces melanin. So the properties of all the 3 genes are identical. So more than one gene is responsible for a particular character. That phenomenon is called polygenic interaction. Here in this case, capital A, the 2 alleles of A gene, capital B, the 2 dominant alleles of the B gene, capital C, the 2 dominant alleles of the C gene. So if all the 6 alleles are dominant, so maximum pigmentation will be there. That phenotype is called a Negro. Then if all the 6 alleles are recessive, that means small a, small b, small c, the minimum pigmentation is there. That phenotype is called Caucasian. So intermediate pigmentation, that can be capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. 3 alleles are dominant, 3 alleles are recessive. So there is an intermediate coloration that is called mulatto. Okay, so the genotypes of Negro must be capital A, capital B, capital C, capital C. Here also that is also Caucasian, small a, small b, small. This is correct, this is that. Mulatto must be capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. So D is the correct answer. Next one, among honeybees, all diploid ones are fertile, all haploid ones are fertile, all diploid ones are infertile, all haploid ones are infertile. So you have studied that in the sex determination, in honeybees, diploid organisms are always females and haploid organisms are always males. There is a haploid-diploid mechanism. And the male is called drone, and the drone is always fertile. And there can be 2 types of females, namely queens and workers. Queen and workers. Both are females, but queens are considered to be fertile and workers are considered to be sterile. So queen is a diploid organism, worker also is a diploid organism, drone is a haploid organism. So when we compare these in the statements, all diploid ones are fertile. All diploid ones are not fertile. All haploid ones are fertile. All drones are fertile. So that's a correct statement. All diploid ones are infertile. Only workers are infertile or sterile. Queens are fertile. So that also is a wrong statement. All haploid ones are infertile. No, all haploid ones are fertile. So that also is a wrong statement. The answer is all haploid ones are fertile, and these haploid ones are males, and the haploid ones are otherwise called what? They are called drones. Next one, which of the following disorder is caused when there is a trisomy in the 21st chromosome? What is trisomy? Suppose this is the first chromosome pair. This is the second chromosome pair. This is the third chromosome pair, like that. If there is an additional chromosome in this, instead of 2, 3 chromosomes are there, this condition is called trisomy. This is called trisomy. It's an aneuploid variation. Okay. The trisomy can be represented as 2n plus 1. So if the trisomy occurs in the 21st chromosome, it is called a 21st trisomy, and that is represented by Down's syndrome. Down syndrome, in the case of Down syndrome, the total number of chromosome will be 46 plus 1. The additional chromosome occurs in the 21st set, so that the total number will be 47, and mental retardation is resulted, and that syndrome is called Down's syndrome. Next one. When a red flowered plant is crossed with white flowered one, all the progeny obtained were pink. നോക്കൂ, ഇത് വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാകാം. A red flowered plant is crossing with a white flowered plant. The progeny occurred are pink flowered. That means the dominance is incomplete. Incomplete dominance. In incomplete dominance, an intermediate coloration is there. Intermediate condition is there. So what is the percentage of red flowered plants obtained when two such pink flowered plants are selfed? That means pink is crossed with pink. Pink is crossed with pink. So according to incomplete dominance, the young ones obtained will be red, pink, pink and white. What is the genotypic representation? Red is capital R, white is small r, and the pink will be capital R, small r. Isn't it? So when capital R, small r is crossed with a capital R, small r, here it will be capital R, capital R, capital R, small r, capital R, small r, small r, small r. So what is the percentage of red flowered plants? What is the percentage? Out of the 4, only 1 will be red, so the percentage will be 25%. Next question. Chromosomal complement of a person suffering from Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome means 44 autosome plus XXY. One X chromosome is additionally present. 44A, that means 44 autosome plus X0 is called Turner syndrome. 44A plus XXY is called Klinefelter syndrome. So answer is A. Next one, when two genes are closely located in a chromosome, which of the following will not be possible? So this is a chromosome. When two genes, gene A and gene B, are very closely located, that means they show a relationship called a linkage. The linked genes, that means two genes which are very closely located in a particular chromosome, will not assort independently. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ലിങ്കേജ് റിലേഷൻഷിപ്പ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവരുടെ അസോർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ് എന്തായിരിക്കും? ഡിപ്പെൻഡൻ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. So they will not be which will not be possible. Which of the following will not be possible? The law of dominance is possible, law of segregation is possible, dependent assortment is possible, independent assortment is not possible. So the answer is C, law of independent assortment. Next one is a tricky question. F2 phenotypic ratios of two monohybrid crosses, where one is regarding the flower color in garden B. Flower color in garden B is complete dominance, and the other regard is the flower color in snapdragon. In snapdragon it is incomplete dominance. So in complete dominance, the F2 phenotypic ratio will be 3:1. In incomplete dominance, the F2 phenotypic ratio is modified into 1:2:1. Isn't it? In incomplete dominance, both phenotypic and genotypic ratios are 1:2:1. In complete dominance, the phenotypic ratio, F2 phenotypic ratio will be 3:1 and F2 genotypic ratio will be 1:2:1. So here the answer will be 3:1 and 1:2:1. 3:1 for complete dominance, 1:2:1 for incomplete dominance. The answer is B. Next one, Sutton and Boveri are proposers of the chromosomal theory of inheritance. There is a parallelism between the behavior of genes and behavior of chromosomes. The theory was proposed by Sutton and Boveri. Next one, tallness is dominant over dwarfness. Red flower color is dominant over white color. So two characters are given. So it is a dihybrid cross. A plant with the genotype capital T, small t, capital R, small r. Genotype capital T, small t, capital R, small r. It will be tall, red, isn't it? is crossed with small t, small t, small r, small r. Small t, small t, small r, small r. This will be dwarf and white. So actually this is a test cross, isn't it? A dihybrid is crossed with a homozygous recessive. So the test cross will be there. A dihybrid test cross, the percentage of progeny having tall plant with either red or white flowers. So what are the genotype, what are the gametes here? The gametes here will be capital T capital R, capital T small r, small t capital R, small t small r. But here only one type of gamete will be crossed, small t small r. So when small t small r is crossing with the capital T capital R, we will be getting capital T small t capital R small r. When this will be crossing with the capital T small r, capital T small t small r small r. When this gamete and this gamete, small t capital R small r, when these two, small t small r small r. Okay, so all will be in the ratio 1:1:1:1. Okay, so this will be tall red. The second will be tall white. Third will be dwarf red. And the fourth will be dwarf white. So what is asking the question? Percentage of progeny having tall plant with either red or white flowers. So we have to consider these two. So out of the four, two of will be tall, having either red or white flowers. So the percentage will be 50%. Next one, an X-linked disease. A normal woman whose father was hemophilic. A normal woman whose father was hemophilic means it is a carrier woman. The female is carrier. That means X capital H, X small h. It's a carrier woman. Marries a normal man. The male is normal. Normal means X capital H Y. It's an X-linked gene. Small h is causing the disease. So here two types of ova will be produced. One ova will be X capital H, another ovum will be X small h. And here two types of sperms may be possible. One with the X capital H and another with the Y. Isn't it? So when this type of crossing occurs, the resultant is X capital H, X capital H. This is a normal female. When this type of crossing occurs, X capital H, Y is a normal male. When this type of crossing occurs, this X capital H, X small h, this is a carrier female. When this type of crossing occurs, this is X small h, Y is a hemophilic male. Okay. So what percentage of male and female children will be hemophilic? What percentage of male means this is a male and this is also is a male. So out of the two males, only one will be hemophilic. That means the percentage of male will be 50. Percentage of male will be 50. Both are correct. What percentage of female is hemophilic? This is normal. This also is normal, but that means no female is hemophilic. So here 0. So D is the correct answer. Next one is a direct question. Purity of gametes is explained by law of dominance, law of segregation, dependent assortment, independent assortment. Law of segregation is also called a law of purity of gametes. So answer is B. In human beings, blue eye color, small b, is recessive to brown eye color, capital B, capital B. A brown-eyed man has a blue-eyed mother. What will be the genotype of the man and his mother respectively? So we can derive this by using a pedigree. So this is father and this is mother, son, isn't it? The son is having brown eyes. Mother is having blue eyes. So what is the genotype of the mother? The genotype will be small b, small b. And here brown eyes. Father is brown. maybe capital B, capital B. Here brown, capital B, small b, because small b is coming from mother. Since the mother is having small b genotype, the mother will donate one small b allele to the son, isn't it? And the capital B will be donated by father, small b will be donated by the mother, so that this son will be brown-eyed with the genotype of capital B, small b. So what is the genotype of the man? Genotype of the man will be capital B, small b. Capital B, small b, capital B, small b. And the genotype of the mother will be small b, small b. Okay, so the answer is A. Next one, blood group based question. A young man has type AB blood and his sister has type O blood. So AB and O. What is the genotype of AB? IA, IB. Genotype of O, small I, small a. This is a brother and this is a sister. The genotype of their parents will be, നോക്കൂ, ഒരു കുട്ടി സ്മോൾ ഐ ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ഫാദർ ഇത് മദറാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഫാദറിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു സ്മോൾ ഐ വരണം, മദറിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു സ്മോൾ ഐ വരണം, അല്ലേ? എങ്കിലല്ലേ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു കുട്ടി ഉണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ ഫാദറിന് ഒരു സ്മോൾ ഐ അല്ലീലുണ്ട്, മദറിനും ഒരു സ്മോൾ ഐ അല്ലീലുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, ഇനി ഇവിടെ നോക്കൂ, ഇവിടെ IAIB ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഫാദറിൽ നിന്ന് IA, മദറിൽ നിന്ന് IB, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫാദറിൽ നിന്ന് IB, മദറിൽ നിന്ന് IA. ഇങ്ങനെ വന്നാലല്ലേ ഇത് പറ്റുള്ളൂ. സോ ഇവിടെ IA, ഇവിടെ IB ആണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ IB, അവിടെ IA ആണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, സോ ജീനോടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് ദെയർ പാരൻസ് വിൽ ബി, പാരൻസിൻ്റെ ജീനോടൈപ്പ് എന്തായിരിക്കും? IA and IB not possible. IO means small I is not possible. IB is not possible. IA is not possible. IAIO and IBIO. IAIO means small I. IBIO is IB small I. This is possible. So answer is B. Next one. Gametes produced by a double heterozygous organism with the genotype capital X, small x, capital Y, small I. Capital X, small x, capital Y, small y. So 4 types of gametes are derived. Which are the gametes? Capital X, capital Y, capital X, small y, small x, capital Y, small x, small y. These are the 4 types of gametes. So capital X is not possible. Capital X, capital Y, capital X, small x, capital Y, capital X, capital Y, small x, capital Y, capital X, small y, small x, small y. So these answer. Next one, വളരെ simple ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു question ആണ്. Which among the following cross always produces heterozygotes only? ഓരോന്നായിട്ട് നോക്കാം. Capital A into small a, small a. So here the gamete is capital A, gamete is small a, always having capital A, small a only. So this is the answer. So here, in the case of capital A, small a, capital A, small a, 2 types of gametes are there, capital A and small a. Here also capital A and small a. So there is a possibility that capital A is there, small a is there. So homozygous and heterozygous are possible. That is possible. So in this case, small a into small a, the gametes are small a and small a, always will be small a. Homozygous is possible. And here also, capital A, small a into small a, here the gamete is only small a, here capital A and small a, so there is a possibility of small a, homozygous condition. So only heterozygous, always heterozygous is produced only by capital A, small a. So answer is A. Next one, consider the cross tall violet into dwarf white. Then the ratio of tall is to white in the F2 will be tall is to white. Okay, നമുക്ക് F2 എടുക്കുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഡയഹേബിൾ ഏതൊക്കെ കിട്ടാം? tall violet F2ലാണ്, tall white, then dwarf violet, then dwarf white. In which ratio? 9:3:3:1. This is the F2 phenotypic ratio. So tall and white. Tall എത്രയാണ്? These two are tall. 12. And white എത്രയാണ്? This is white and this is white. So these are white, that is 4. The ratio will be 12:4 when we are taking tall and white condition only. 12:4 means it is actually 3:1. The ratio is 3:1. Next question. For an autosomal recessive disease, if both the parents are carriers, then the possibility of percentage of carrier children will be. Okay, here capital A, small a. Autosomal recessive, capital A, small a. Okay, so both are autosomal recessive carriers. So what are the possibilities? Capital A, capital A, capital A, small a, capital A, small a, small a, small a. So what are the carriers? Capital A, small a are the carriers. Okay, so the percentage will be 50%. So this is the answer. Next, a direct question. When one gene has many expression, there is one gene, so that controls more than one character, C1, C2, C3. One gene has many expression, so the phenomenon is called pleiotropism. When many genes, gene 1, gene 2, gene 3, they are controlling one character, the process is called polygenic interaction. It is called polygenic. So answer is B, pleiotropism and polygenic. Next one, identify the diseases from the following factors. A, GAG to GUG. There is a mutation from GAG to GUG. Adenine is mutated to uracil. GAG is mutated to GUG. So this will result in a disorder called sickle cell anemia. So A refers to sickle cell anemia. Then the B. In normal hemoglobin, 4 polypeptide chains are there. 2 of them are alpha, 2 of them are beta. But there is a reduction here. Instead of 2 alpha chain, only 1 alpha chain is there. Instead of 2 beta chain, only 1 beta chain is there. So there is a reduction in the number of polypeptide chain in hemoglobin. That disorder is called thalassemia. It is called thalassemia. So A refers to sickle cell anemia and B refers to thalassemia. So A is the answer. Next one. When homozygous is to heterozygous is considered in a monohybrid F2 progeny of a Mendelian cross. Monohybrid F2, for example, capital T is crossed with small t, the F1 will be capital T, small t, F2 will be capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t, small t. Capital T is a homozygous, small t also is a homozygous, but capital T, small t both are heterozygous, isn't it? So here it is asked the ratio of homozygous and heterozygous. How many homozygous is there? 2 homozygous. How many heterozygous is there? 2 heterozygous. Then the ratio will be 2:2 means 1:1. B is the right answer. Next one, human blood group having codominant alleles. What is codominance? 2 alleles which are equally dominant. IA is equal in expression potentiality with IB. So these 2 are codominant. This phenomenon is called codominance. They are equally dominant. IA is dominant to small I. Likewise, IB is dominant to small I. So these are completely dominant, isn't it? IA is completely dominant over small I, IB is completely dominant over small I. But IA and IB are equally dominant, so that is called codominance. So the codominance, what is the A group, genotype of A group? The genotype of A group may be IA or IA small I, isn't it? So there is no codominant allele. Genotype of B group, IB or IB small I. Here also no codominance. In IO genotype, O group in a genotype, small I. So there is no codominant allele. But it is possible only in AB group where the genotype will be IB. So both are codominant alleles. So answer is D, AB group. Next one, find the odd one. XO grasshopper XY human, ZZ bird, ZW bird. XO grasshopper is a male. XY human is a male. ZZ bird is a male. But ZW bird is a female. Okay, so this is answer. All others are males. ZW bird is a female. The type of the gamete that cannot be produced from a plant of genotype capital T, small t, capital R, small r. Capital T, small t, capital R, small r. How many gametes are produced? 4 types of gametes are produced, isn't it? Which are the gametes? Capital T, capital R, capital T, small r, small t, capital R, small t, small r. These are the 4 types of gametes possible from a double heterozygous plant having genotype capital T, small t, capital R, small r. So capital T, capital R is possible. Small t, capital R is possible. Small t, small r is possible. Capital T, small t is not possible, isn't it? So the answer is C. Next one regarding Mendelian features. Select the group which comprises only dominant traits as in Pisum sativum or garden pea. So here inflated pod is a dominant one. Green seed is a recessive one. Violet flower is a dominant one. So A is not the answer. Tall stem is dominant. Wrinkled seed is recessive. Green pod is dominant. So it is not the answer. Axial flower is dominant. Round seed is dominant. Green pod is dominant. So C is all dominant. Constricted pod is recessive. White flower is recessive. Yellow seed is dominant. So answer is all dominant will be C. Axial flower is dominant condition. Round seeded condition is dominant. Green pod is also dominant. The next one is regarding the sex determination in honeybee. The gametogenetic divisions in drones and queens. Drone is a haploid male. Then queen is a diploid female. So both are fertile and the drone will be producing a sperm and the queen will be producing ovum. Okay, and both the sperm and ovum are haploid. The drone is already haploid. So a haploid drone can produce a haploid sperm. So the division will be mitosis. Division is mitosis. But the queen is diploid. A diploid queen has to produce a haploid ovum. So the division must be reduction division or meiosis. So the gametogenetic divisions in drone is mitosis. Mitosis. So these are not meiosis. And the gametogenetic division in queen will be meiosis. So the answer is A. Next one. Consider the following statements and pick out the correct choice with regard to them. Sickle cell anemia is a qualitative genetic disorder. In sickle cell anemia, what happens that in sickle cell anemia, there is a change in the quality of the hemoglobin. The quality means its efficiency is lost. The circular RBC get converted into sickle shape, isn't it? And the 6th amino acid in the beta chain is changed from glutamic acid to valine. So this is a qualitative change. But in thalassemia, in thalassemia what happens in normal hemoglobin, there is 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains. But in thalassemia, there is a reduction in the number of alpha and beta, reduced. So there is a quantity decrease, quantitative, but here it is qualitative. So thalassemia is a quantitative genetic disorder. That also is. So both the statements are correct. Both the statement 1 and 2 are true. Answer is C. Next one also related to blood groups. A person with A group blood has a child with O group blood. This is a father. It's a mother, it's a child. Father, the blood group is A. Mother, the blood group is unknown. The child, the blood group is O. So what is the genotype of the child? Small I, small I. Isn't it? So one small I must be obtained from father, another small I must be obtained from mother. So what is the genotype of father? IA, small I. Then only small I will be there. So mother is having one small I. What are the possibilities? It can be A group, IA small I. A group is possible, B group is possible, IB small I is possible, and O group also is possible. Isn't it? So these are the possibilities of the blood group of mother. A is possible, B is possible, O is possible. So A, B and O. AB is not possible. AB is not possible. AB is not possible. A and B alone is not possible. O is also possible. So answer is D. Next one. Which of the following disorders cause an increase in the chromosome number from 46 to 47? In Down syndrome, 21st trisomy. 21st trisomy means number of autosome 45 plus 2 sex chromosomes. So the total number will be 47. Down syndrome. In Klinefelter syndrome, number of autosome is 44 plus number of allosome is 3. So that is 47. So Down syndrome 47, Klinefelter syndrome 47. Klinefelter 47, Turner syndrome 46 minus only 45 chromosome is there. Okay. Turner syndrome 45. It is not possible. Sickle cell anemia and thalassemia are not chromosomal disorders, Mendelian disorders. There is no change in the number of chromosomes. So answer is A, Down syndrome 47, Klinefelter syndrome 47. Next one, an easy question. Which among the following cross result in 1:1 ratio? What is 1:1 ratio? 1:1 ratio is a test cross ratio. Isn't it? So identify which among the following is test cross. What is test cross? A hybrid with a recessive. Capital T small t is a hybrid and recessive is small t. That is called 1:1 ratio. Others we cannot get 1:1 ratio. So answer is C. The last question in this segment. In an X-linked recessive disorder such as color blindness, carriers must always be. Now in this condition, color blindness, male, there is two possibilities. A normal male, X capital C Y. A color blind male, X small c y. There is no carrier. In female, a normal female will be X capital C, X capital C. A carrier is possible. Carrier female will be X. A carrier female will be X capital C, X small c. And a colorblind female, X small c, X small c. So carrier is possible only in females. A male dead, either male or female, a female. So B is a correct. So principles of inheritance and variation വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ടോപ്പിക്കാണ് ആസ് ഫർ ആസ് ദി നീറ്റ് എക്സാമിനേഷൻ ഈസ് കൺസേൺഡ്. നമ്മളെല്ലാ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്നും റെപ്രസെൻറ്റേറ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള 30 ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് എല്ലാം വർക്കൗട്ട് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കുക. എല്ലാ വർഷവും കൂടുതൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് വരുന്ന ഒരു സെക്ഷൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ഫോർ നീറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.